On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Northwestern's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Spartans ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northwestern's offense comes onto the field first today. And onto the field comes Aiden Chiles. Things did not go well in that loss last time out. He was picked off 3 times and sacked 5 times. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Chiles. Zings it complete to the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Wagner. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and that was a simple play. Simple pitch and catch. It's an easy short route. It's a hitch that they've thrown this 4,000 times to each other in practice, and you just need your receiver to step up and make that play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Spartan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gives it on the option. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He might want another play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At midfield, he's got room. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Northwestern will try to move the chains on 4th down. Offense changing the play. He's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Spartans decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Makes it past the marker. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Brenson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man by himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The play action fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
A strike downfield, and he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Could be an outing. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Childs. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. so important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's dragged down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Seminoles looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try it over the left side. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the option. He'll toss it. There's a crease. Touchdown, Northwestern! And that one will give them the lead.
What execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside, it's Edwards. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang.
Makes the grab in their space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Spartans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's McCray. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Slip, maybe a crease. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Some misdirection with the counter. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He'll take it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Doing it himself again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the sideline for Northwestern, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Childs. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Owen. Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Edwards. Snowed under by the defense.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Give to the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they swarm him under.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To throw, it's Childs. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Childs. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the run, it's Edwards. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.